Oh, God, rise up. And time.
The history books of the ASEAN Basketball League is about to be rewritten tonight. One team trying to make it to the finals for the first time, while the other team looks forward to meeting an old foe as they try to make their third finals appearance. It is game number 3 in this best-of-3 series between the Saigon Heat and the Singapore Slingers. My name is Noel Zarate alongside Coach Jordan Collins. Ben Ibrahim will be working the sidelines with us today. Coach, it has come down to this. One team walks out of here with a finals berth, while the other team just walks out of here.
Yeah, both teams have been playing well, both games against each other. Both teams have been playing well against each other this year. This is just rounds. It's going to be a close game. Like, both teams should be tired. It should be a slugfest.
And tired would be the operative word, of course. They just came from an overtime game yesterday. Well, a lot of players played a lot of heavy minutes. But at this point, we will send it over to Ben Ibrahim with some interviews at courtside. Go ahead, Ben.
We're here with Jackson Ma, everybody. Jackson, all the best for tonight, but tell us about last night's game, the positives and the things that need to be worked on to execute a better game today.
The thing that we should work on is that we should always look at our shot clock violation, that we always turn the ball over every single time when we are up by maybe like 6 or 7 points. So that's the thing that we should improve on, and I think most of us did our defense well last night, but just that our offense is not that like we didn't run our offense well. So that's the thing that we should improve on. Yeah.
Basketball is about key messages. What's the key messages in terms of short soundbite communication, in terms of what needs to be done to play really good, consistent, winning basketball tonight?
Obviously, it's our teamwork and when we shout our play out, we should like give our hand sign or anything, because the crowd is pretty crazy last night. So that's the thing that we should do. Then that's all. Yeah.
Okay. Well, all the best to you, my friend. Thank you so much. Good luck tonight. Well, as Jackson said, teamwork makes the dream work. Can Singapore do it? We'll soon find out. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you very much, Ben Ibrahim, working the sidelines tonight. Again, for the Singapore Slingers, it is mostly the imports that did a lot of damage yesterday. Their locals had a big impact in game number 1. They were practically absent in game number 2 here, Coach.
Yeah, Singapore should look to get their locals involved. They have great locals. So I look for them to get some more points.
Well, we are going to have Ben right now talking to Evan Gilliard, who played a lot of minutes yesterday, was one of the heroes. Let's see what he has to say. Go ahead, Ben.
The camera works this time. The camera works this time. We're here with Evan Gilliard, the sharpshooter. Evan, tell us about last night, the positives and the things that need to be improved.
I think we did a good job defensively. Things we need to improve is definitely rebounding the ball on the defensive end and limiting them to offensive rebounds. But as a collective group, I feel like we play hard. We play like a team, and we poured it out. We got the gutsy win.
Now, basketball is about fighting and battling. Basketball-wise, is tonight's game going to be a mega battle?
Yeah, it's going to be a battle. They're a pretty good team. I'm pretty sure they're going to come to compete. It's a game to go to the championship, and sure, we want them to compete. We wouldn't want it any other way. That's how you play the game, and you love the game is to compete.
How confident are you of winning tonight's game with the fact that last night you just played?
I'm very confident. We've been in these positions before where we played back-to-backs throughout the season. I believe in my team, I believe in my coaching staff, and I believe in our organization, so I think we're going to pull it out.
It's all about belief. All the best, man. Good luck. Evan Gilliard, it's all about belief, it's all about teamwork, and it's all about that hustle. Gentlemen, everybody, let's get ready to battle. This is the ASEAN Basketball League, Game 3, semi-final. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you very much, Ben. Words are not going to be enough to express what these teams went through yesterday. It was the first overtime game of the new season, And of course, it went down to the wire with the free throws being the big difference here, Coach Jordan Collins.
Yeah, Saigon got to the line 22, made 22 free throws out of 30. That's what changed the game for them.
Well, a total of only 6 free throws attempted here for the Singapore Slingers. So we were talking about players that played heavy minutes. All 3 imports for the Saigon Heat did not sit down. We're talking about J.R. Holder. We're also talking about Evan Gilliard that we heard from. And, of course, Jeremy Combs. They all played 45 minutes. And for the Singapore Slingers, 2 imports didn't have any rest. C.J. Geddes and the injured Kentrell Barkley.
Yeah, you look for the imports not to work their way into the game, take their time, get loose before they take off into the game.
Here at the Nguyen Du Arena, folks, we are about to get noisy as the player introductions are almost upon us. Once again, the winner moves on to the final to face Hong Kong Eastern. This is game number 3 of our best of 3 semifinal series.
Bây giờ xin được mời tất cả quý vị khán giả chúng ta cùng đứng lên cởi bỏ các bộ cho nên phục vụ chuẩn bị làm lễ chào cờ. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up for the national anthem. Quốc ca.
So once again, we are moments away from the start of game number 3. Hong Kong Eastern eagerly awaiting who they will be facing in the finals. And of course, game 1 of the finals will happen this coming Saturday right here at the Nguyen Du Indoor Stadium at 7:30 p.m. But first, the order of business here today. First game went in favor of Singapore. Second game took overtime, but Saigon able to pull it out. This man has been the most consistent of all the players for the Singapore Slingers, talking about the veteran Xavier Alexander.
The X-Man is what they call it. They be juggling 14 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, do-it-all player for them.
And he was actually playing a lot of minutes yesterday. Got into a little bit of foul trouble, rested for a bit. but played 40 minutes in game number 1. Now you're talking about veteran legs here, going up against this young man, the 26-year-old, 27-year-old Evan Gilliard, averaging close to 20 points a game, had a very bad shooting day through the first 3 quarters yesterday, but scored 15 points in the 4th quarter and overtime.
Yeah, look for Gilliard to ride this momentum from overtime from last night to this game.
I mean, he came in without even scoring in double figures, but yet he finished with 20 points. And Evan Gilliard in that game actually shot a horrendous clip from the field. And we're talking about 6 of 23 from the field goal range. But he did get 7 of 8 free throws, and most of those crucial free throws came in overtime. Those are the numbers that we will be looking at here today. But a lot of X factors also to talk about for both sides. Hassan Thomas had a great offensive performance yesterday, and probably we can credit that success to a lot of minutes given to Tim Wall, who took care of his defensive assignments.
Yeah, when Tim Wells plays with them, that lets Thomas focus more on offense.
And of course, J.R. Holder, along with Jeremy Combs, ever consistent here. That is our senior officiating crew that we have here. Natapong Jontapa, of course, our crew chief, Nelson Chan from Malaysia. Our first umpire, second umpire, Harry Santos from the Philippines. All international veteran referees. It all comes down to this for these two teams. Coach Neo Bengshak looking for his 4th finals appearance. He has never won an ABL title, but boy, would he want another crack at Hong Kong Eastern.
He's a very experienced coach. Him and his assistant coach have been together for several years, so they have a good rapport with each other.
And over at the other side, the very young Matt Van Pelt, who just a few years ago was a player here in Vietnam, transitioning to the head coaching duties. That win last night, a close win against the veteran coach, must have given Matt all sorts of confidence.
I'm sure he gave the confidence, relaxing, enjoy his game plan, not think too much. He looks more relaxed today than he did yesterday.
Well, the big number, of course, that we shared with you in the first game, the locals of the Singapore Slingers actually lit it up with Larry Liu having 17 points to lead the way. The locals contributed 36 points, and those were huge numbers in that 8-point win. You got 2 of them starting here today, Larry Liu and Delvin Go, 2 members of the Singapore national team. They'll be looked on to improve on their performance yesterday, where they only combined, all the locals combined, for only 16 points.
So look for Delvin Go to be more aggressive, try to score the ball down low with the Saigon Heat. Local big man.
Well, of course, Larry Liu did foul out of the game also yesterday, which was unfortunate for the Singapore Slingers. But of course, for the Saigon Heat, that character-building overtime win should carry over today. But again, we may be seeing a lot of tired legs in this starting lineup.
It'll take a while to get him. Into the game. The fans are already out there already. They can barely hear anything. It should be a great game.
You can see that there's no change in both starting lineups here. Now the big question, Cantrell Barkley played 45 minutes yesterday, including overtime. Same with C.J. Geddes. Remember, in Game 1, C.J. Geddes cramped up. Cantrell Barkley injured his ankle. It wasn't really a factor in terms of Geddes yesterday because he had some pretty decent numbers in the win. For Geddes yesterday, he came away with a total of 31 points and 20 rebounds after a 24-point, 12-rebound performance. Now, for Cantrell Barkley, scored 20 and 10. The 10 rebounds were there yesterday, but he only had 16 points and was horrendous from three-point range. Actually, he shot 7 of 22 from the field and 1 of 9 from beyond the arc.
Yeah, they got to look for Barkley to be more efficient today. He usually around 50% shooting. I look for him to pick it up today.
Well, you know, you've been injured before, Coach, and when you were still a player. An ankle injury, of course, playing 45 minutes, and you don't have enough time to rest because the Game 3 is the next day. What is the adjustment now on the mind of Cantrell Barkley? He hardly was explosive yesterday.
I don't even think he's thinking about it right now. I just think he's playing all up adrenaline.
It's all got to be on the table here, folks. Saigon Heat wearing the white and yellow jerseys, while the Singapore Slingers in their road black. And this one, the crowd has encountered a traffic jam outside, from what I understand. That's why some of them haven't made their way here yet. But the crowd here inside the Windu Indoor Stadium is already giving our ears a run for its money, Coach.
Yes, it is.
This is it. One game to decide who meets Hong Kong Eastern in the finals. Will it be Saigon making it to the finals for the first time? Or will it be the Singapore Slingers booking their 4th appearance in the finals and 2nd against Hong Kong Eastern? And we are underway. The Heat get the first possession of this game. Evan Gilliard, he needs to get off to a hot start here today. And you and I were talking about he might have a monster game today.
Yeah, I think he's going to have a monster game. Like he rode in the race from last night to today. I think he's going to have a great game.
Early turnover here against Saigon. We managed to take care of the ball a lot yesterday, not really throwing up a lot of turnovers, although Saigon lost by 13 rebounds in that rebounding battle, and that's a good sign for the Slingers as their locals get involved. First was Larry Liu passing the ball to Delvin Go, and Delvin Go is going to get free throws. They only shot 6 free throws yesterday.
So look for the Slingers to drive the ball to the basket, try to get to the foul line more.
This is Delvin Go's second appearance at the line the whole series. And whenever Singapore gets to the line, you expect the Thunder Sticks to go off.
Absolutely.
First point of game 3 going to the Slingers.
Oh, they pressing. Slow him down a little bit.
Yeah, trying to make Gilliard slow it down. You can see there the 6'5". Kenzo Barton trying to guard the 5'10" Evan Gilliard. Here's Combs on the spin. Left-handed layup is a miss. And the rebound picked up by Liu. Geddes has the ball at long court. Geddes on the drive. And the follow-up by Delvin Go, who owns all the points in this game.
Great job by Delvin Go attacking the basket. Offensive rebound.
Here's Holder. Trying to get aggressive early. His shot not there. Win Fu Vin can't keep it alive. So one and done once again here for the Singapore Slingers. Barkley finding Xavier Alexander inside. 5-0 Singapore. An early timeout here called by Matt Van Pelt as they can't seem to generate any offense. And the visitors from Singapore have a 5-point lead. Back with us here, ladies and gentlemen, at the very, very loud. We couldn't even hear the second buzzer. They inbounded the ball. The second buzzer hadn't even sounded yet. So we will do the inbounds again. Saigon Heat have yet to score. It is 5-0 in favor of the Singapore Slingers. 3 points coming from Delvin Go and 2 coming from Xavier Alexander. 0 for 4 to begin this game. The Heat. Xavier hasn't looked for a shot yet, Coach.
Playing a nice zone, good move by Thomas.
Can't hear ourselves anymore at this point. We're going to keep the ball. So 14 to shoot right now. Gilliard to trigger it in. Met by Larry Liu, and that's his first foul. Remember, Larry Liu fouled out yesterday. And before we get any further in this game, we bring in Ben Ibrahim.
Thanks, guys. Coach Matt Van Pelt saying to his team, come on, wake up. Really improve transition and stay ahead of the ball. Don't let them really attack it. Let's see what they can do. Back to you guys.
Well, that's good defense underneath played there by Delvin Go. Holmes double clutching on the 3, comes up short. Very, very, what do you call this, listless start here for
Saigon looks a little tight to start the game so far.
Here's Geddes going to the post game, which we didn't see much of in game number 2, and he makes it a 7-0 lead for Singapore.
Nice move by the big man.
Gilliard now pulls up, 15-footer, finally a basket for Saigon.
Nice shot, very under control by Gilliard.
7:34 remaining in this madhouse where we can't hear ourselves anymore. Delvin Go going to the post. Gets it over to Barkley, and he elevates and scores.
Nice pass by Delvin Go.
High percentage basketball being played by Singapore to this point. Jeremy Combs on the attack. He gets a high percentage layup as well.
Nice strong move to the rim.
Now it's still very early, but the momentum clearly on the side of the Slingers. 7 minutes remaining here in the first. Geddes attacking the zone. That hook shot is good again.
Beautiful shot.
That's a shot he was almost automatic on during the preliminary round. Coming off a 31-point game, which included 4 3-pointers as well. Thomas can't answer. Here comes Alexander trying to quicken the pace a bit. Barkley now met by Holder, getting it out. Geddes, his first 3 of the game is good.
I believe he's a legit shooter now.
Brook Lopez-like, if you will. 14-4 Singapore. Gilliard with a solo.
Good luck. He's going to have a good game tonight.
Evan Gilliard gets it down to 8. Chance of defense here. This is a very tired group of men on the floor after coming off an overtime game yesterday. Barkley finding Alexander, can't shoot it. Shot clock down to 6. Alexander from 14. And the rebound picked up by Thomas. Williams once again setting it up. He is facing up against Barkley once again. Has not tested him yet. Now picked up by Alexander. Gilliard from 17. He gets it again.
It looks really good early.
So the lead is down to 6 right now. Evan Gilliard so far doing everything for the Saigon Heat. Has almost lost that time. Alexander now. Shot clock down to 6. Larry Liu, 3-pointer. In and out.
Saigon looks to run.
Gilliard pulls up deep 3. Good boxing out that time by Liu. Here comes Kentrell Barkley now into the front court. Barkley breaking ankles and getting the layup.
Nice move right there.
So again, high percentage looks for the Slingers. They have not really gone to the 3-ball yet except for CJ Geddes. And that's going to be the first foul on the game for Singapore.
I think that's 2 on Lou. He shouldn't resend like that. Just play solid.
So there's going to be a substitution here. Win Fu Vin is going to be replaced by Tim Wall, who had a lot of meaningful minutes yesterday, Coach.
Yeah, he contributed very well for them. Big spark plug off the bench.
Jeremy Combs going to the free throw line. For Jeremy Combs, of course, yesterday, coming off a 14-point, 13 rebounds, and 5 assists performance. A double-double for him, not really known as a double-double machine, but wherever works, he got it done for Saigon. Offensive rebound by Hassan Thomas. Thomas on the sidestep. And here comes Barkley right now, 16-9 for Singapore. Liu wants the baseline. And a foul on Gilliard.
Thought Thomas was going to go dunk that one.
And I thought he was going to bring it out because they had a new shot clock. Well, for Hassan Thomas, had 16 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, 1 block yesterday, including 2 crucial threes down the stretch. Alexander. Single coverage. Alexander puts up the 3. No. 4:20 remaining here in the first. Combs once again. And that's a swat by Alexander. Referee's warning for it as Combs gets an easy one.
Strong move by Combs right there. Playing through the contact.
4 minutes remaining in the first quarter. A 5-point lead for Singapore. They once had a 10-point lead. Barkley set shot 3. Again with the injury, he can't get any lift out of his jumpers. Gilliard, catch and shoot. Oh, Holder got denied that time by Barkley. His first block of the game. Three-pointer for Combs. Thomas tracks it down, not for long. Barkley all over the place right now. Doesn't go. Barkley shot clock at 10. He's able to draw the foul, and he will continue. They say on the ground, according to referee Nelson Chan.
Nice drive by Singapore, looking to get fouls on Saigon early. Trying to get into the bonus.
3 and 24 remaining. You're right. 3 team fouls for Saigon, 2 for the Singapore Slingers. Well, so far it's been pretty much the same theme. Singapore wants to slow it down. Saigon wants to run. Alexander directing traffic once again. Barkley looking for Geddes in the post. Gets the first step. Steps back. Jumper from the baseline. Not there. John Thomas once again. Gilliard wants to leave. Larry Liu gets it over to Hall. Jeremy Cole!
Saigon looks great and fast. Saigon looks great on the fast break tonight.
Impact basket with under 3 minutes left here in the first. 16-13 Singapore. Liu getting it out. Barkley another 3. Gets good.
Okay, look good right there. Nice little set shot.
But again, a set shot, not a jumper as we are accustomed to see him. 19-13. Combs getting it out again to Gilliard. Facing up against Barkley, asking for Wall to provide the screen. Gilliard still has nowhere to go. 4 on the shot clock. Holder, series of hesitation moves. Floater not there. Down for the rebound. It goes over to Combs on the sidestep. Gets it out. Evan Gilliard for 3. Yeah!
Nice pass by Combs right there. Open shooting.
I'm pretty sure he said something, Coach. I just couldn't hear what it was.
A nice pass by Combs to the open shooter.
There you go. That's the 2 minutes remaining here in the first. My goodness, this isn't the capacity crowd, but it is capacity noise you're witnessing here. Geddes forcing it up, tipping, rolls in.
Big on the 7-footer.
Geddes has to be a factor the same way he was in game number 1. Gilliard had the door slammed. That's it outside now. They move it to Thomas. On the drive, Wall. Gilliard for 3 again. 21-16 Singapore. Geddes. Barkley open again. And 1 shot allowed only for Singapore.
Saigon's rebounding way better tonight.
Saigon gave up 13 rebounds in the game number 2. But shot more free throws, which negated that advantage. Less than a minute to go in the first. Gaw against Wall. Gets it out. Geddes deep 3 this time. Almost. Gilliard pushing it up. Trying to drop it over the Wall. Was out of position. Over out of Combs. Nobody here.
Combs is just attacking the basket tonight.
Right,
Singapore looks a little tired right now.
Jeremy Combs can get whatever he wants right now on offense. Clock separated by a split second here. Alexander wants Singapore to take the last shot. They're still up by 3. Barkley, 5 seconds. Posting up now on Thomas, gets it out. Liu passes it up. And that's going to be no count on the shot. Because it's a shot clock violation. Still 0.2 of a second remaining. Oh, they're going to say the corner's over. That is correct. So at the end, they say
.2 left. .2.
Yeah, they're still putting up .2. Not quite sure, because the game clock here says 10 minutes. Oh, they're going to have one more crack at this with 0.2 of a second to go. So they are resetting the clock right now. You can see our official, Nelson Chan from Malaysia. Talking to Commissioner Chun try to get the shot or game clock back to .2.
Can't do anything with .2.
That's right. Just inbound the ball. There you go. First quarter comes to an end. The Slingers had a 14-4 lead at one point and still have the lead heading into the second, 21-18. As a team, the Singapore Slingers have a 3-point lead, 21-18 heading in to the second quarter. But two individuals have been shining for the Saigon Heat. Evan Gilliard and Jeremy Combs with 9 points apiece, Coach.
Yeah, they're really trying to carry their team so far so everybody gets going. Gilliard and Combs look great tonight.
One thing also working for Saigon is they are ahead in the rebounding category only by 1, but that's still a small victory for them to this point of the game. CJ Geddes now. Getting it out, Larry Liu on the quick release, three-pointer offline. Oh, look at that.
Nice rebound by Combs.
It was in the hands of Alexander, and Combs plucked it away. Combs driving once again. And another layup drop. He now has a total of 11 points as we bring in Ben Ibrahim.
Thanks, guys. Coach Neil Beng-Siang really telling Larry Liu, don't be afraid to shoot the ball, activate your shooting, and go for it. Xavier Alexander screaming to everybody, do not give them open looks, play tight, Slingers defense. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Ben. The defense has been holding until that layup coming from Delvin Go.
Nice give and go.
Imagine they were down by 10. It looked like Singapore was running open the floodgates. But then Evan Gilliard and Jeremy Combs started going to town. J.R. Holder can't join the party yet. That's kept alive by Thomas and tapped out by Alexander. Crowd applauding every positive now for the Saigon Heat. 13 on the shot clock now for the white shirts. Gilliard trying to trigger it in.
Nice pass.
Yeah, oh, Tim Wall for 3.
Yeah! Big time shot right there. He's really working on his jumper.
During the warm-ups, he was shooting a lot of threes, and it pays dividends for him during the game. Tied game now, 23 all. Barkley, go. Almost lost it. Geddes, oh, they left Larry Liu wide open. They dodged the bullet that time. Into the front court, open court basketball now for Jeremy Combs, getting it out. J.R. Holder. And that one goes out of bounds. Trying to give the lead to the Heat. They have not tasted the lead. Down 14-4. Now we have a tied game. We got Ma Jun Hao seeing his first action of the game now for the Slingers. Under 8 minutes to play here in the first half. Singapore trying to reclaim the lead on this offensive. Down goes Alexander once again. He's already been warned for flopping earlier. Barkley, shot clock at 5. Barkley, 3 guys around him. Somehow it winds up with Alexander. And a foul on Hassan Thomas.
Alexander just sticking around the ball, came right to him.
And sometimes, it's better to be lucky than good, as they say. And Alexander was quite lucky. Being gifted the 2 free throws. He went 6 of 10 from the line yesterday. I'll make that 1 of 2 from the line after going 6 of 10 in game 1.
I think the free throw line is going to be very critical for Singapore Slingers tonight.
Xavier Alexander, game number 2, had 16 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists. You don't have to watch the screen to know if the free throw went in or not.
So loud in here right now.
He goes back to Singapore.
1-2-2 to slow him down a little bit.
Gilliard getting it across now. Gilliard taking 3, moves in closer, nice fake. Combs, great cut here by Wall, but he missed the layup. Thomas keeps it alive. Thomas inside, met by 2 black shirts. Gets it out now. Holder fouled on the ground by Ma.
Saigon's really crashing the glass tonight.
You cannot continue to win games if you keep on losing on the rebounding situation. What was it, 55-38 was the rebounding story yesterday?
Yeah.
17 rebounds, I correct myself, I said 13. Gilliard rejected that time by Barkley. That's his 2nd block of the game. Alexander now in the open court on the stretch. Xavier Alexander gives the Singapore Slingers a 3-point lead.
Nice drive.
7 minutes remaining here in the second. 26-23 for the Slingers. Gilliard waiting for the pick coming from Wall. Gilliard now turns the corner. Fakes, gets it over now to Jeremy Combs. And if you're the Singapore defense, that's the kind of shot you want to see Jeremy Combs taking.
Yep.
Barkley, almost kicked that time by Gilliard, and he's saying he never touched it last. Gilliard yesterday was also a menace in terms of the defensive end. Came away with 3 steals in game 1, and game 2 had 1. Forced out of the pocket.
Good pass
by Alexander.
Wow, nice cut.
Xavier Alexander has scored the last 5 points for Singapore, and that is their lead right now. Tim Wall underneath, reverse layup is good. Tim Wall's going to be a big factor in this game. He can play both ends of the floor, and he's not contributing on offense. Wall pass to Goodies.
Seems like they do that 1 time a game.
Alexander came away with 6 assists yesterday. Combs gets it out. Holder brings it closer. Drops it over to Thomas as it pick. Gets back to Holder. 30-27 Heat lead. Or make that Singapore's lead is down to 3. Alexander's favorite spot. Can't shoot it this time. Elects to bring it closer. And nobody there to protect the rim.
No shot blocking and a good move by Alexander, taking his time into the rim.
A legit rim protector, actually. Hassan Thomas was already drifting towards the front court. Once again, a 5-point lead. Wall thinking of another 3. Oh, bad pass. Oh!
He looked explosive right there.
It does not look like that ankle injury is bothering Kentrell Barkley at the very least on that slam. 34-27. Timeout called by Saigon. Johnson and the rest of the Singapore Slingers enjoying what they've achieved so far, which is a 7-point lead, 34-27. This after Saigon had tied it at 23. Now Zion is still working alongside Coach Jordan Collins and Ken Ibrahim working the sidelines here. It's just a matter of how much headway Saigon can gain. Singapore is playing at their pace, still playing their game. How much can Saigon disrupt that? Got Gilliard now. Man-to-man coverage. Now dropping down to a zone as Holmes tries to post up. Over to Hassan Thomas. Thomas still struggling with his shot.
Thomas has got to go to Dunkers.
Let's bring in Ben
He's athletic enough.
Thanks very much, Noel. Thanks very much, Coach. Yeah, the Saigon bench saying to each other, not just that man, Bill, take care of the ball better. We're a lot better than this. And look at that defense, lack of defense. They really got to tighten it up. If not, Singapore's going to get away with them. A positive, though, Tim Waller is having a game of 5, about 5 points at the moment. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Ben. And again, Hassan Thomas continues to struggle in this one, Coach Jordan.
She's just rushing the shot down there. You got to take your time, gather the ball, and go up strong.
Remember, Hassan Thomas did not play the entire game. He played 41 minutes yesterday, so he might also be a little fatigued. Barkley getting it out. Alexander left open for three. And Holmes collects it. 3 of 35 remaining here in the second. Evan Gilliard, 9 points in the first, none so far here in the second. That's going to be a foul. That's on Delvin Goh. They're going to call it a Ma Jun Hao. In the meantime, more subs coming in. With Fu Vin once again. So Jeremy Combs now going to the free throw line. So far, he has contributed 11 points. They've got 12. 3 minutes and 29 seconds remaining here in the second quarter of game number 3. Once again, what's at stake? A trip to the finals, best of 3 affair against Hong Kong Eastern.
Saigon needs to do the stop and try to cut this lead before halftime.
They still have a lot of time here. Defense once again. The order of business according to the crowd here in Ho Chi Minh. Alexander looking for Geddes. Single coverage so far. Getting it out. Delvin Goh for 3. Way off. Gilliard pushing it up. Holder for 3. Good! It's Singapore's turn to call a timeout as this lead has dwindled once again. 36-32, the Slingers lead down to 4. are going to have permanent hearing damage at the rate we're going here, Jordan Collins.
Yeah, it's not looking good for us at all.
I didn't hear what you just said. I'm just kidding. It is 36-32 in favor of Singapore Slingers as we wind down here in the first half with less than 3 minutes remaining. Geddes. That three ball once again. Delvin Lim waiting in the wings to check in. Delvin ball posting up and bullying his way in, but he can't get it to go. Here comes Combs into the front court for J.R. Holder. Puts it on the floor. Holder, strong move. No. Once again, it's down to 2. Geddes working on Holder. Nice pick provided to free up Barkley, but he missed it.
Nice inside-outside action.
Brilliant. Breaking ankles, dropping it inside to Thomas. And Alexander will be whistled for the foul. Only the first on next. Some free throws coming up now for Hassan Thomas. That's one of the things he has to work on. It's coming into the series, 66% from the line.
He just got to take his time.
That's it. As Mr. Wiggles will see his first action of the game, Quatron. So they're going to a small lineup. Saigon Hidar.
Look for Saigon to push the pace even more now.
The moment that Geddes gets the ball, there's going to be a tumble team for sure. Not out there though. Good pressure being provided now by Thomas. Geddes over now to Alexander. Shot clock at 6. X makes his move. Dropping it inside. Hook shot, not good for Delvin Lim. Holmes down into the front court. 1:35 remaining here in the second. Holder. Lead goes to Saigon. Let's see what the response will be here from the Slingers. Alexander for 3. And another rebound for Thomas. Pushing it up once again. This time, Darius Holder's going to take it. Timeout called by the Slingers. And this switch is broken. Saigon 36 for Singapore. We are back to live action here inside the Lindu Arena in Ho Chi Minh City. Ben Ibrahim, good luck to you.
Thanks, guys. Coach Neil Bingstown in that timeout, he was holding everybody accountable because of that lack of defense. I've never seen him go off like that for a long, long time. Pretty mad, but the game moves on. Back to you guys.
Of course, it is winning time here. The finals awaits, and there's a lot of pressure. In the meantime, it's all over. Delvin Lim call for traveling. 47.9 seconds remaining. I am so thankful that the drums have moved to the other side of the court here, my friend. Here's Colts. Able to draw the foul for Geddes.
That's a new play they put together right there. That was nice.
So he's going to get another trip to the free throw line. Remember yesterday, Saigon shot 30 free throws.
30-6. It's not going to work.
Biggest lead of the game so far for the Heat. Saigon. Geddes turning himself into a point guard.
He's doing it all out there today.
Lim looking for Alexander. Go cross court now to Geddes. Back to Kelvin Lim. Fakes the shot, drives. Kelvin Lim denied. Barkley. And the defense is holding true for the Saigon Heat. Shot clock has been turned off. 10 seconds remaining in the first half. Gilliard. Crossover. Gilliard gets it out. Thomas. Cannot beat the buzzer. And at the end of the first 20 minutes of action, the Saigon Heat have come back from 10 points down to take a 42-36 lead into the halftime break. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Let's take a look at some of the halftime stats while we still can hear ourselves at this point. Jordan Collins, looks like the Saigon Heat have found a way to get it done with their three-point shooting so far in the first half.
They're shooting 36% from three. They're doing a good job. They're taking open shots. Gilliard's creating good shots from them. They're playing up tempo.
And we saw the rebounding situation there, 25 to 18, for Saigon. They lost by 17 rebounds yesterday, up by 7 rebounds at the half. Can that trend continue? We will find out when the third quarter rolls in game number 3 of the semifinals of the ASEAN Basketball League Invitational Tournament here in Ho Chi Minh, Vietnam.
What you waiting for? What you waiting for? Give them what they came for. This is what they came for. Long shot, but I got the reach. Pop, lock, now I'm off the leash. Mic drop, I ain't gotta preach.
One-on-one, check ball. You do know, this is my house, right? Yeah, it's my house too.
No one can compete. I just do what comes natural. This is what they came for.
still in the half, ladies and gentlemen. And our score is still 42-36 in favor of the Saigon Heat. One thing I did not mention, Coach Jordan Collins, was that Saigon ended that first half on a 15-0 run.
They got stops and got out in transition. Hard for Singapore to keep up with them.
That's right. We have Ben Ibrahim right now who's with Kwachan. Go ahead, Ben.
Thanks very much, guys. We're here with Kwachan, a.k.a. K. Late in the second quarter, things were really clicking for you guys offensively. How so?
We started running the ball more, started moving the ball a lot. I think if we play as a team in the second half, I think we'll be able to get the dub at the end of the day.
Now, final question. We know that this team is all about killing complacency. Tell us about that killing complacency and trying to get the job done in the second half, because they're going to throw everything at you.
We just got to have a strong mentality, It's going to be a tough game, but it's a do-or-die game, so, we got to give it our all.
All the best to you, my friend. Like Kay said, it's do or die. Let's get it going one more time. The second half coming your way. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Ben Ibrahim. And again, Mr. Wiggles, you're looking at the stats from the first half. He was actually a +7 when he was on the floor, so he was in the middle of that 15-0 run.
Yes, he was. Saigon went to a small lineup and spread the game up.
Now the question is, can they continue that? Of course, the second half is going to be all about adjustments. Scoring runs, of course. Saigon actually on a 15-0 run, as we mentioned earlier, but the biggest lead of the game still belongs to the Singapore Slingers, and they led it 14-4. What's it going to take for the Slingers to get back on base?
I think you just have to pound the ball inside the Geddes a little more. He has such a height advantage over everybody. They should use it more.
Well, they have not gone to Geddes in that second quarter. And on the side of the Saigon Heat, Evan Gilliard did not score in the second quarter. One guy who hasn't scored, though, but has made a big impact is Hassan Thomas. 0 for 7 from the field, including 0 for 1 from deep, but he has a total of 8 rebounds.
Yeah, you can tell by his energy out there. He doesn't care about scoring points. He wants to win no matter what.
So this third quarter will now determine who faces Hong Kong in the final. And the Heat fans here in Ho Chi Minh hoping that they come back this Saturday for Game 1 in this building at 7:30 p.m. So far we got 2 players in double figures here for the Singapore Slingers, talking about CJ Geddes and Xavier Alexander with 11 apiece. Leading the way in scoring for the Saigon Heat. The leading all scorers is actually Jeremy Combs with a total of 15, followed by Jarius Holder, who's got 11 in the game. Start of the third quarter right now. First possession going to the Saigon Heat. Thomas does not shoot the three this time. Tries to go inside, up and under move!
Nice move by the big fella.
And totally fooling CJ Geddes on that one. Biggest lead of the game now. This is now a 17-0 run, dating back to the second quarter, and a near steal by Thomas. 44-36, biggest lead for the Heat. Alexander, seeing some screens, trying to free up Barkley. Now gets all sorts of space. Barkley takes it strong, and he is blocked by Nguyen Phu Vinh.
Nice block by them, staying tall.
Singapore looking for a foul that wasn't called. Yu on the quick release. Battle for the rebound. And it is picked up by Alexander. Geddes, yes. They lost Jarius Holder for a while there. Here's Combs. Trying to get it back. Hemmed in. Going now to Thomas. One-on-one, showing the handles. Thomas moves in closer, gets blocked by Geddes. Getting it out to Gilliard. 5 on the shot clock. Gilliard for 3. Not the offense you want to see if you're Matt Van Pelt. Alexander looking at Liu. Larry Liu is still scoreless in this game.
Not a good shot though.
They're trying to get the locals involved. It worked for them in game 1. Nguyen Phu Vinh against a smaller Larry Liu. Win, yes!
Nice jump hook right there.
All this guy needs is a little bit of help. He's going to be one heck of a player.
Yes, he is.
46-38, back to an 8-point lead now for Saigon. And a steal! Here comes Combs into the front court, one man to beat, that's a foul on Liu. Combs goes down. He's still down, but this time he's tying his shoes. They may opt to review this. That's what the coaching staff of Saigon is looking for. They're trying to see if they can get a sportsmanlike foul on the review. That's what the referees are talking about now.
I think they're talking about if it's a goaltender or not, because he put the ball in the glass and Barkley kept playing and blocked it. So I'm not sure they're going to review it or not.
They give it, and goaltend. And it is a holding foul. So now officially a 10-point lead for Saigon. This is the largest lead of the Heat in this entire series.
It seems like the team with the most energy right now.
Well, you know, Coach, this is effectively a best of 5, game 5 of a best
team with the most energy right now.
Well, you know, Coach, this is effectively a best of 5, game 5 of a best of 5.
Yeah.
During the preliminary round, both teams split. Game 1, game 2 went to both sides as well. Geddes has not gotten involved in the offense since the first quarter. It's like he heard us, but he still can't get it. And he's still looking for a foul. Gilliard gets it out. Holmes doesn't shoot it. Wing-Fu Vin will. Look at Thomas battling against two black shirts. However, he will be called for the push. That's number 2 on Thomas.
Thomas is so active out there. Always got to keep a body on him.
Xavier Alexander a little shaken up after that incident. Let's see how he landed here, though. Oh, he landed okay, but it looks like he got hit in the face. Time down to 7.5 remaining in the third. Already the crowd at decibel levels that can reach as far as the moon. Barkley would attempt to shoot. Set shot 3 again. Yes!
Good shot. They needed that one.
That's his first 3-pointer of the game. So 48-41. Gilliard stops, 15. Oh, Thomas!
Got to box him out.
He looked like a pogo stick flying in the air. Barkley wants another 3. They give it to him. He missed it. Gilliard! Touchdown, Saigon! Biggest lead of the game for the Heat. 52-41. Timeout, Slingers. (52-41). It seems like ancient history that the score was 14-4 in favor of Singapore. This crowd has energized this entire building, plus their home team. Once again, Noel Zarate still working with Coach Jordan Collins and Ben Ibrahim, who's out there somewhere. Oh, he's coming here. All right, Ben. Go for it, Ben.
Thanks, guys. Coach Neo Beng Xiang just preaching to his guys, pointing to his head, saying, look, it's a game of psychology. You got to keep moving. You can't give up. Yes, the scoreboard is not in our favor, but we've been in this situation before. Go for it and go after it. Back to you guys.
Well, they lost the ball again, and Hassan Thomas still can't get that field goal. Well, he got a field goal earlier on a follow-up dunk, but he has been struggling with his offense. These free throws are going to help him get his confidence back.
Yeah, you got to take his time and knock him in. Nice pass by Gilyard.
Hassan Thomas listed in the U.S. at 6'8". That's far from the truth.
Yeah, I think he's about 6'6".
About 6'6", probably even 6'5". But makes good on his first free throw. He had 2 big three-pointers yesterday, one in regulation and one in overtime. 2 for 2 for the first time in the series. Biggest lead of the game for either side now, 13 points. Alexander, this is early in the shot clock. Saigon did not expect that.
Nice shot by him. Trying to calm the troops down.
Alexander now up to 13 points. 54-43. Holmes drops it over Rinfu. Did again! That was a floater of a point guard that he hit.
Yeah, he had a great touch throw, big guy.
2 free throws will be awarded now, as Xavier Alexander is trying to carry his team on his back. As Ben reported, Coach Neo Beng Xiang said, we've been in this situation before, we know how to respond. It all starts from the X-Men.
You gotta take it one possession at a time.
Decibel level went from 12 to -2. Barkley with the offensive rebound though, but he's trapped.
Got the rebound, 1 against 4 down there.
Uh-oh, Larry Liu left open. Finally a 3 for Larry Liu.
Great play by Barkley to get the offensive rebound.
That was a 4-point swing right there, but it is still a 9-point lead for the Saigon Heat as we approach the 5-minute mark here in the third. Single coverage on Jeremy Combs on the right side. Looking to get it out to Thomas. Holder tries to drive. Holder puts it up. And the rebound to go.
Here comes Singapore, right to the rim.
As always, Alexander initiating the offense. Go. X right now, he hit a 3 earlier. They lob it inside to Geddes. And that's the point you were trying to make. He's the biggest guy out there.
Yeah, he's got to stay in the paint all the time. Got a 6-inch height advantage out there.
Lead is down to 7 from a high of 13. Rinfu in, no! Matt Van Pelt is very close to calling a timeout. Alexander is fouled by Holder. See that play once again. Again, it's Xavier Alexander, the 34-year-old ABL veteran, trying to really lead his team back, not only by example, but he's also talking to everybody.
Yeah, no doubt when he got the ball right there, he was going straight to the rim.
He is the leading scorer of the squad so far with 15 in the game. 16 now for the X-Men.
Newport trying to claw their way back into it.
Right, 15, I correct myself, 15 points now for Xavier Alexander. Rebound picked up by Combs. This is 6 unanswered points now. Make that 7 unanswered points now for the Singapore Slingers. matching their largest scoring run of the game when it was 7-0 in the first quarter. No look, the Vin for win. Quick ball movement, Holder for three. Perfect execution by the Saigon Heat. Lead back up to 9. Here's Geddes at the baseline, and he is going to step out of bounds. Just when you thought Singapore was going to gain some headway, a few turnovers and a few missed shots, all of a sudden, it's a 9-point lead.
2 turnovers, wide open 3.
9-3 and 28 remaining in the third. Pick and roll action does not materialize as Geddes allows it to go out of bounds. 3 minutes, 22 seconds remaining. It appears that Ben Ibrahim has found some ice cream downstairs, Coach.
Play right there, big fella. Play right there.
Once again, single coverage by Thomas. They get it outside. Ball, jumper, baseline, no. Battle for the rebound, picked up by Combs.
Geddes got to get in there and rebound.
3 minutes remaining in the third. Saigon 59, Singapore 50. Gilliard, bullet pass inside, Combs too deep. Win Fu Vin, gets it out, Gilliard on the fake. Gilliard baseline. And it goes to Geddes. Barkley trying to up the tempo. Barkley with a difficult reverse. Good challenge that time by the defense. Here's Gilliard. Want to slow things down. Oh! Holmes was driving before he acquired the leather.
He was already thinking about dunking that.
Happens to the best of them, right, Coach?
Yes, it does.
How many times it happened to you?
Nah, that wouldn't be me.
2 and 20 remaining. Pick and roll action between him and Delvin Gore. Out to Geddes for 3. Oh, ho, ho, ho! He hits another one. Matt Van Pelt has seen the return of the lethal center. It is 59-53. The lead still for Saigon, but we have this timeout. Boy, C.J. Geddes just knows how to get the right shot at the right time. That's his second three-pointer of the game. He already has a total of 10 three-point makes in this series, Coach. And this is a 7-foot center who's not even known for shooting anything past 18 feet.
Yeah, they're so worried about him inside. They're leaving him wide open outside for shots.
So we're coming off a Saigon Heat timeout. Let's see what Ben Ibrahim was able to dig up.
Yeah, with Coach Matt Van Pelt, earlier, guys, and he was just saying, look, guys, keep it simple, keep the defense up, but pick up your man. And he told everybody to pick up the individual man like Alexander and all the respective players. So that's the game plan defense. Back to you guys.
A turnover, though, for the Heat. Oh, big shot coming from Larry Liu.
Singapore plays so calm.
From a high of 13, it is now down to 3. The Slingers just know how to come back. That's going to be a kickball violation. They will reset the shot clock to 14. A minute and 33 remaining here in the third. 59-56. Saigon Heat looked like they were ready to blow out the Singapore Slingers. But Singapore has other plans.
Singapore's in the zone.
2-3 zone extended now. Evan Gilliard still stuck at 9 points. They get it outside. Combs finally takes one without hesitation. And he makes it. That's one way to stop the rally. 62-56. Approaching the final minute now of the third. Barkley. They finally get it to Geddes. Single coverage. Spin move. Geddes again. Unstoppable at the post.
Yeah, real nice touchdown there.
Geddes right now up to 20 points, coming off 31 yesterday, where he played 45 minutes. Gilliard gets away. Tries to scoop it up. Nice bother by the defense of Singapore. Here comes Barkley in the open court. And Barkley will head to the free throw line. Whatever treatment Kentrell Barkley got for that left ankle, I want to know what it is, because it looks like it's very effective.
Nah, it's just it's adrenaline.
Over at East Carolina, this guy was known as a defensive specialist, averaging almost 2 blocks a game. He's got 2 of them today. Had 4 in game 1. Leo Benchang knows that he just needs to ride this out. Barkley cuts it down to 2. 14 in the game. Gilliard. As pass tap, still goes over to Combs. Now Combs drives. Drops it inside to Wall. 7 points for Tim Wall. 64-60. Shot clock has been turned off here at the Windu Indoor Arena. Barkley getting it outside. Delvin Goal, 2 seconds. Goal, the fall away. And he rolls it in.
Nice move. Big time shot by Delvin Goal.
CJ Geddes is holding on to his left hand as if he pulled something. Let's see what Ben Ibrahim digs up as we head into our break, heading into the fourth. The lead is 2 for Saigon, 64-62. Back with us here inside the Windu Indoor Stadium. CJ Geddes hurt his hand right before the end of that third quarter. Ben Ibrahim with the latest.
Thanks, Noel. Thanks, Coach. Yeah, CJ Geddes, a bit of a, that wound that he's got on his palm, a bit of a cut. It was a bit more, went a bit deeper, but the uncle for the trainer for the team, medical first aid for the team, he just sprayed a bit of spray on it. He said to me, it's good. He's just a bit hurt. That's all, but he'll push through. Back to you guys.
Well, he is on the floor to begin the fourth. We have that for you right now. Noel Zanata with Coach Jordan Collins Geddes almost lost it. Alexander trying to dance with Hassan Thomas. Lost his footing momentarily, and they're going to call a foul on Thomas.
Yeah, a little too physical with him now. You pushed him in the back. This is third.
That is number 3 on Hassan. Alexander still with a word for our officials. A lot at stake here. One team advances to the finals while the other team either stays home or goes home. Geddes still single coverage. Now the double team arrives. Get it out to Barkley. And an offensive foul is called on Delvin Dahl.
Got to get 7 screens right there.
And these two have run that play numerous times before with great success, but now with this crowd, the communication is a little stifled. Nevertheless, the lead is still 2. Gilliard, step back 3, bothered that time by Barkley. That's his 3rd block of the game. Into the open court now. Geddes on the lob pass inside to Alexander. I'll go out to Larry Liu, 3-pointer. Good!
Nice patience right there.
The lead goes back to the Slingers. Under 9 minutes remaining. What happened to that 13-point lead? Holder regains his balance and scores.
Got to guard the ball. Never go left the ball.
Heat once again on top, 66-65. Barkley, good pick provided there by Delvin Goy, has all day to shoot this 3. Barkley now with 17. It is Singapore 68, Saigon 66. Thomas splits the defense. Oh, close. But he'll have to earn it from the line.
Nice drive by Thomas right there.
Returning to the game, Winfu Vin. Tim Wall has done really well coming off the bench. Starting to feel it now from the line. He's hit 3 in a row. Tie game. Remember yesterday, these two teams needed 5 more minutes to settle the score. Will it happen again today in game 3? Delvin Gaw this time shoots it. In and out. Gilliard has not scored since the first quarter. Thomas outside, Winfu Vin. Yes! And a timeout by the Singapore Slingers. They only have 1 timeout remaining in this game. Saigon back on top, 71-68. I really wonder why I turned the mic on in the middle of all of this. Just turned it on during the game. That is synchronized thunderstick action, folks. As the Saigon Heat have picked up the lead once again, 71-68 on that three-pointer by Yin Fu Bin. Let's see what the Slingers do. They're down to one timeout remaining in regulation. Shot clock now at 7 for Alexander. The X-Man tries to drive against Nguyen. X-Man is fouled as he goes up, and Nguyen acknowledges. That's what you call a crafty veteran, knowing how to manufacture free throws, Coach Jordan Collins.
Jump right into him.
Remember that movie, For the Love of the Game?
Yeah.
Trust the mechanism. Well, clear the mechanism. That's what he's doing right now.
Nice roll.
The veteran, Xavier Alexander, now up to 17 points in this one, 71-70. 1 point lead for the Heat. Gilliard finally sees an opening. Gets it over to the side. Oh, three-pointer good for Jeremy Combs.
Nice shot by Combs.
Here comes the chance of defense once again. And another offensive foul here called against the Slingers. I'm not sure what happened there.
Didn't see it either.
Neither is Coach Leo, asking for clarification from Natabong Chontapa, our crew chief. Less than 7 minutes remaining in the fourth. 74-70 for Saigon. Evan Gilliard did score earlier. He's got 11 points in the game, so he does have a second half basket already from a layup earlier. Gilliard, Yin Fu Bin again. Good boxing out there by Larry Liu. Here comes Alexander. Moving around. Geddes. They really sag on him this time. Oh, they make him pay again. CJ Geddes. Oh, channeling his inner Brook Lopez. 74-73 Saigon. He's got 3 3-pointers today. Holmes. Yin Fu Bin again. Floater doesn't drop this time. Now Singapore with a chance to reclaim the lead. They push it up right now. Latrell Barkley's going to wait for everybody. Or maybe not. Barkley gets it back. Oh, finally they get it. Barkley is just relentless in there. Singapore 75, Saigon 74. Approaching the halfway mark of the fourth. Evan Gilliard. Thomas on a solo, and he scores.
Nice strong move.
$76-75, seesaw affair here in Ho Chi Minh. Barkley finding Delvin Gore. What a move by Delvin Gore.
Nice pick and roll. Good pass by Barkley. Good pass by Delvin Gore.
So now it's a matter of who wants it more. As Singapore gets the lead back, 77-76, and a foul on Geddes. That's his third. That's one way to negate the height advantage. Just go straight at him.
Gotta use your quickness. That wasn't a foul. It was a foul on Lou.
Well, Jeremy Combs, all of 6'7", one of the most undersized guys playing center here in the league. At the free throw line once again. But Combs has contributed as early as the first quarter. .24 in the game. The lead goes back to Saigon. Let's go, Ben Ibrahim.
Very simple, guys. Matt Van Pelt says tighten up on the perimeter. Don't let them take three-point shots, especially CJ Geddes and Kenshell Barkley. Back to you guys.
Easier said than done right there, but Barkley able to get the penetration.
Shot by Barkley.
But Barkley starting to take over right now. He's got 21 and the lead for Singapore, 79-78. Thomas, series of fakes, can't shoot, tries to drop it inside, almost taken away. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Thomas still has it. Floater. And now a chance for Singapore to increase their lead. 4 minutes, 10 seconds remaining. Alexander wants an isolation. Hang time, no. Oh, tip-in is good for Xavier Alexander. And Matt Van Pelt will use one of his last 2 timeouts to stop this. 81 Singapore, 78 Saigon. We'll be right back. We have 3 minutes and 58 seconds remaining in regulation. It is the Singapore Slingers up 81-78. And a waiting Hong Kong Eastern. Hong Kong Eastern is waiting in the finals and watching intently as these 2 clubs empty the clip. Gilliard.
Nice pass.
Gets it out, Combs another 3, no! Singapore back to grind mode. Foul, offensive foul on goal. I don't know why he had to hold on to his arm. But Neo Bangshak is saying that he was actually held. Look at this. Holder was walking and suddenly this happened. One of the oldest tricks in the book, if I may add. Yeah. I'm sure you had so many centers cutting when you're playing zone. Just hook. That's really a big man's move. Play. Yeah, it's a veteran move. It's enough to force the turnover, though. Combs against 2 black shirts. Oh, can't get it to go. Another rebound for Thomas. Gilliard has been reduced to a playmaker. He's not really scored that much. Let's see if he does now. He does! Good time shot. Gilliard with 13 in the game. Lead is down to 1. 81 Slingers, 80 Heat. Away from play, jockeying for position, and a quick acknowledgement coming from Jeremy Combs. Larry Liu is going to check back in for Ma Jun Hao. And Tim Wall is also on the floor now for Saigon. 2:48 remaining. There they go again, but this time it's going to be Wall called for the foul. That will put the Heat at 14 fouls. So at this point, Coach Jordan, both teams in the penalty.
Yep. Getting really physical out there right now.
It is winning time. Barkley, Geddes, Alexander with 5 to shoot. He's so close, but he can't shoot it. That's a traveling violation. What a great defensive stance for Saigon. A little bit called for a 3-second violation anyway.
Yeah. Chris just went straight up, get the contact.
When was the last time you saw a 3-second violation?
I don't really call it that much these days.
2 and 22. We are in game 3.
And a mismatch right here.
Oh, Hassan Thomas, another floater. Can't get it to go. Whoa! Jumping high up for the rebound. One more opportunity here for the Heat. Gilliard, oh, that's going to mean free throws. That's number 4 on Larry Liu. Larry can't believe it.
Hard to stay in front of Gilliard, especially off a ball screen.
Now remember, Evan Gilliard went 7 of 8 yesterday, scoring most of the points in the 4th quarter and in overtime, finishing with 20, despite the horrendous shooting. Today, that's his first free throw make. And it's enough to tie it up at 81. 2:04 to play. Lee goes back to the Heat. Alexander now with exactly 2 minutes remaining. Attack. Barkley dancing with Wall. Geddes again. And Wall gets it. Almost lost it. And looks like Combs is suffering from the cramps. Brilliant. Could have shot it right there. Tries to leave Delvin Gaw. Brilliant. Yes! Leo Van Schouw is going to call his final timeout with 1 minute and 31 remaining. Saigon 84, Singapore 81. One minute, 31 seconds remaining in regulation. Both teams in the penalty. Saigon has 1 full timeout remaining. Singapore, no more timeouts. The score, Saigon Heat 84, Singapore Slingers 81. The reward, a seat in the finals, best of 3 against Hong Kong Eastern, which begins this Saturday. Barkley is fouled.
Nice take by Barkley, getting to his left.
So Holder called for his 3rd. And Cantrell Barkley, who got injured in game 1, was questionable for game 2, played, did not display a lot of explosiveness, already with 1 slam dunk and 3 blocks today. He's at the free throw line now. No problem. Barkley now with 22. Barkley with 23. 84-83 in favor of the Saigon Heat.
Look for Gia to get the ball screen.
Hilliard once again. Changing direction, scooping it up and in. 86-83 for the Heat. Barkley for three. In and out. And it is last touched by Larry Liu. And Neil Benchon can't believe it. It looked like two black shirts were contesting possession. They can't review this.
I'm too messy, they got to review it.
There they go. Our crew chief, Natapon Kotapa from Thailand, and our second umpire, Harry Santos of the Philippines. We'll make sure where this possession goes. And both teams get a free timeout at this point. It did look like two Saigon players were going for the ball where Larry Liu was. But Larry Liu could have still touched it last. They're going to see it now.
Yeah, it's really close.
Not sure if we can see the replay ourselves, but we can see and hear the crowd. Coach Jordan Collins needs a doctor. All possession to Saigon. As we see it again here. But probably not, let's see. Oh yeah, Larry Liu touched it last. Less than a minute to go. Gilliard on the crossover. Gilliard, too deep. Geddes for the rebound. And here comes X. They're running now. Larry Liu, three-pointer, no. Geddes, yes. 31.6 remaining. Van Pelt will not yet use his last timeout. Gilliard. There is a difference of 7 seconds between the clocks. Escapes Barkley. Gilliard, layup, too strong. Geddes down to the front court. 8 seconds remaining. Alexander on the drive, almost lost it. Geddes, 2 seconds, puts it up. No. Follow up, not there, and the Saigon Heat are going to the ABL Finals! For the first time in franchise history, the Saigon Heat are moving on to the finals. The Singapore Slingers are shocked. Evan Gilliard riding his motorcycle all the way to the finals, where they now face Hong Kong Eastern in a best-of-3 affair. Coach Jordan Collins.
Great game by Saigon Heat. Gutty win. The home court carried them.
Boy, Singapore had so many opportunities in the final seconds of the game. They had 4 attempts, 2 of them clean looks, but they just couldn't put it away. And Singapore is still shocked at the bench with this result. The finals will begin on Saturday. That is March 11th, right here at this venue as we take a look at some of the highlights. And we wait for Ben Abraham to do our post-game interviews. Coach Jordan, your final thoughts on this game?
Man, it was a great game between two great teams. It came down to the final seconds. Saigon pulled it out.
We are awaiting Ben Ibrahim with his interview. So now we can talk about the finals here. It's going to be Hong Kong Eastern with a lot of big guys as well going up against a very small Saigon Heat. Guys like Chris McLaughlin, of course, Tony Troca in that lineup as well, and Tom Gilbert.
ABL Basketball's a big dog down there too.
That's right. So we're just waiting for Ben Ibrahim to get our player of the game interview. He's talking to the assistant coaches right now. I mean, what a win here for the Saigon Heat. They had a 13-point lead in the third quarter, erased. Singapore was up by 3 points, up by 5 points at one point. Then they came back. Evan Gilliard, who had only scored 11 points but did not force any of his shots, started to take over in the offense, and he was able to dictate the outcome of the game.
Yeah, Saigon showed a lot of composure when the Slingers made their run back at him, but Saigon had a lot of composure and got it done.
Now it's going to be a one-day rest here for Saigon. They needed this. We all thought they were going to be tuckered out after playing an overtime game yesterday, and the imports now with three of them playing all 45 minutes. Numbers from this game, Coach.
I mean, it's pretty even. 36-36 for three-pointers, field goals has been 14-14 free throws.
Well, an even game with a one-point result. The Saigon Heat, that's the most important thing to them as they march on to their first ever final in ABL history. It looks like Ben Ibrahim has caught up now with Tim Wall.
We're here with Tim Waller, who scored 9 points, but he's been part of this team since season 2016, where the Saigon Heat really battled. Tim, congratulations, a massive win. What does this win mean to the franchise of the Saigon Heat?
I mean, as you guys know, I was here from 2016, and I've been here since the beginning, and we were getting swept in the playoffs every single time. We were one of the worst teams regularly. But this season, 2023, we're the first seed, and it's the first time ever in Saigon Heat history we're going to the ABL Finals.
First time in history, Tim, but you play a mighty Hong Kong Eastern team who knows something about winning championships or a championship. Tell us, how are you going to beat them?
I mean, if we play the same way we played today, never giving up, 100% hustle, trusting each other, playing together, I think we have a really good chance.
All the very best, Tim. Thank you so much. Congratulations. We'll see you in a few days. Well, that is the ABL semifinals, everybody. It is official. The Hong Kong Eastern will take on the Saigon Heat on Saturday night, the best of 3 series. It's going to be a great final wherever you are around the world. For me, Ben Ibrahim, Noel Zarate, and Coach Jordan Collins, and everybody here at the ABL production team, we thank you for watching. And from Saigon, Vietnam, we say, Kam Ung, which means thank you. Have a great night, and we'll see you for Game 1 of the ABL Finals on Saturday night. Take care and stay safe.
This broadcast of the ABL Basketball League may not be reused in any way, shape, or form without an express written consent of the ABL.